All right, I'm gonna try my best to remember to flip this up anytime I gotta clear my throat. We are live.
Ooh,
We are.
And that's how we're starting, with me saying I gotta clear my throat. Welcome back to some crazy ass adventures in Dystopia. Last we left off, our party was concealing Thrallus as he made a very cheap purchase of as he stole an axe from Port Kingston, only to hide himself as a barrel. And eventually y'all snuck your way down to the Squallbuster, and were able to convince the captain, Captain Rudolph and his crew, to get you guys down to the southernmost isle that has Lost Temple of Sardonis, or apparently does, according to Pitbull the Bounty Hunter's diary. You guys found the cove that Pitbull said that him and his crew landed at. No other ships in sight. You guys tried to think of a few ways to find your way to this temple, ultimately deciding, screw it, we're just going to walk and find it. And after a little bit of exploring, end up finding yourself in a nice little boggy marsh and in a bit of a predicament with a couple big old crocodiles here. I think one or two of you have now gone unconscious. One came back and another one that went unconscious. So there are two currently unconscious?
no, just
down.
one. Two have gone unconscious.
Two have gone. One is currently. With you being unconscious, are we at the top of the round?
No,
Henry.
it's left off on myself.
Left off on Henry. So Henry, what would you like to do? You got two alligators. I'm guessing. Let's see. Does this one have Grimplin?
No, he dropped me. I am
Oh, you were in one of the dead ones. You were in the dead one's mouth.
Yep.
Okay, so this one's actually 5 feet away from you guys, and then this one's right beside Thrallus and Henry. So, Henry, if I'm not mistaken, this one has been hit once, and this one's fresh.
Correct.
What would you like to do?
I-
Some background music.
Going to cast a spell
Yeah, go ahead.
at 3rd level.
Oh boy.
However, I was bad and I didn't put it in my sheet.
Dolan, your face unseeable. It is so bright.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Sorry.
It's called
Okay.
Tasha's Bind Whip.
Okay.
I can choose an additional target at 3rd level.
Intelligence saving throw on crocodiles. Okay. I think they might have met their match. Let's see. Okay. Well, the highest one I got was a 9.
Yeah, that failed. They both
Okay.
failed.
They both both failed.
Do I add any?
The other one I got was a non-nat 1.
Let me just make sure I don't add anything to this.
3d6 psychic damage, and it can't take a reaction. Oh, okay. Moreover, on its turn, it must choose whether it gets to move, an action, or a bonus stat. Shit, so this is almost like slow.
So
It's like slow with more options.
I do 3d6 psychic damage. It doesn't tell me I do more. So would I just do the 3d6 and that does damage to the other person too?
Yeah. If a higher level just includes wow,
nice.
that's a solid.
Don't bring
roll.
your
Okay.
spell attack modifier too.
No, it's just the 3d6.
Oh, it's just a 3d6. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, it's literally one away from the best max you can do right there. Okay. Damn it, now I gotta do math. Okay.
Did you get your math dice out?
Yeah, hold on, let me roll my math dice.
Yeah, get your math dice out.
And then roll brain damage.
Yep.
Yeah, for my brain, I kind of.
Yeah.
Is that like sky damage? Oh, dude, that's a power move right there. Okay, they can't take reactions, and they have to choose whether they want to move, take an action, or bonus action.
All right, then
I'm guessing you're gonna want to move.
I am gonna move. 1,
Yeah, you can move without them taking attacks of opportunity.
3, 4.
Dylan will be right back. He's having IT issues.
I think right here. All right, so that's where I'm gonna end my turn. And
Okay.
yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna share this on Snapchat and see if I can get some viewers from that too.
Oh.
All right, back into the game. Up next after Henry, it is Dolan's turn. Dolan, are you alive? Are you with us? Your camera's off.
Is it? I'm having some kind of.
As you guys see, Dolan's
So, like,
body
your screen's just black.
fizzling in and out of reality in front of your eyes. Oh God!
Cthulhu needs me, guys. I gotta go.
As you see a tentacle reach down and grab him.
Okay, so yeah, I was having internet lag, and I'm not sure what Henry just did, but I'm gonna just.
So he cast a spell that made it so that they cannot take reactions. So that means that they don't get attack of opportunities on you guys, and on their turns they can either move, take an action, or a bonus action. They can't do all of them. And he hurt them for almost max damage.
Well, I'm gonna stick to tried and true and shoot some Eldritch Blast. Which one of the two up there is the lowest health? Or looks the worst?
The one on the left, they both look pretty close, like in amount of damage you've taken, but the one on the left has been hit more, you would remember. A nat 1 is gonna miss, but you are level 5, so you get a second one. Another nat 1 is gonna miss. As you are rolling with Rollins' dice.
I'm rolling with real dice tonight after watching that.
Cthulhu, take me.
Those are the
I
only ones
guess.
you got, though.
Take me.
Those are the only ones you got. Don't worry about it. You're gonna roll 20s up from here on out.
So this these crocodiles, you know, I'm gonna say because they're so stupid, they don't know what spells are. So they're gonna do their normal approach. It's the one on the right's turn first. As he takes one step to get a good bite on you guys, but you just see him like go to bite, and he's like almost locked in position after he just like took a step forward. It's like as he's like frozen. The other one though, Thrallus is still within reach of him, so he is going. Wait, let me see really quick. He can get in action. Okay, so he is gonna get a bite on Thrallus. Well, he's gonna try to. Thrallus, does a 12 hit you?
No, it does not, and I will go ahead and Sentinel.
Uh-huh. Wait, isn't Sentinel only when they're attacking someone other than you? When you hit a creature, when the creature within 5 feet makes an attack against a target other than you.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so you will.
Oh, okay.
Get
No,
it.
then I wouldn't get it.
Don't
fine.
you have like a maneuver that can do that?
No, I switched that out at level up.
Gotcha. Okay. Because he does get his full action, he's still gonna have his multi-attack. So he's gonna, after he bites at Thrallus, he's gonna tail whip. Let's see. Well, Crimplin's laying on the ground, so he's gonna tail whip at Thandir. Oh, it's gonna hit you, Thandir. It's a 27.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's gonna do poop for damage. As he hits you for
That must be nice.
9 damage.
Okay, now I will sentinel.
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled a 17 plus 8, so
Yes.
20, 25.
Yes, yes, it is. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
12.
12 damage. Nice. And that's the one that's been hit a couple times. He's not having a good day. As he's looking a little rough. Not horrible, but a little rough. You're seeing a bunch of open wounds on him. Thrallus, it is your turn next.
All right, let's hack and slash here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna basic the one on the left there for 26.
Yep. Yeah, roll that damage. You know, I like when you were rolling on here and you were rolling ones.
Yeah, damage is going to be 11.
Okay. You are just hacking and slashing and chopping.
All right, second main attack is a nat 20.
Oh, no,
that's
that doesn't hit. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right,
So I'll leave it up to you guys. You can either, you have to say before you roll, but you can either roll 2 dice or you can double the dice you roll. Obviously, you have to say it before you roll. That way you can't be like, oh, I rolled a lot. I want to double it,
For
A crit.
Oh, okay. So
And because you're an orc, you have your savage crits. So you actually get 3 dice.
so 3d8.
Yes. So you would roll 3d8. Like I said, you can either roll 1d8 and multiply it by 3, or you can roll 3d8. Extra dice is a little more fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my third one here.
Yeah, I believe that's an orc trait that they have.
Yeah, savage attacks.
I always forget about it when I roll.
All right, here we go, and then I get my damage modifier too, right?
Yeah, you don't multiply that, but you still add it in there.
All right, so 10, 12, 17.
That's with the modifier?
Yes.
Nice. All right. And that was your first attack, right?
That was my second main hand attack. So we're gonna go with offhand.
Yeah. Okay.
And I rolled a 24.
Yes, that hits.
For 9.
Okay. This thing, like in the like a matter of 5 seconds in game, went from terrifying, ferocious, eating at you to like just like limp and bloody as you just Thrallus has fucking gone ham on this and just chopping. It's still alive, but it is struggling. Anything else you'd like to do?
That will end my turn.
All right, Thandir. There is an unconscious Crimplin beside you. You also do have this freedom of movement, as you saw.
Yep. I am actually going to do Cure Wounds do second level on Crimplin.
Crimplin, as you wake up with 15 hit points, in a good amount of pain from a lot of puncture wounds on you, laying right beside the open mouth of a dead giant crocodile, and the open mouth of a living giant crocodile.
And then I'm going to five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Take
yeah,
my
smart.
movement right there. And that'll be my turn then. Bring up Sir Pointy Daggers, and hopefully he can do some damage here.
All right, top of the order. It is Crimplin. You are on the ground. It'll take half your movement speed to get up.
Okay.
You look around, you see
still
Thrallus
fighting?
beside you. You see everyone else has kind of ran to get some distance.
Thrallus, that one's moving. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna take my rapier and just poke it.
Sure. Let the poking commence.
Where'd it go? There it goes.
20's gonna hit. 11 poking damage. Wait, and that's the one beside you, obviously.
Yep, that one.
Okay, you poke the hell out of it.
So with that, I'm gonna poke it, and I see it. So I'm gonna take my other sword and just scream ah, and because I'm in pain, and I'll just use offhanded on.
As you guys see him moving in slow motion, screaming.
Only the scream slow motion too.
With a 26, that's gonna hit. For 7 more damage, okay. This one's still looking. Yeah, I mean he's still looking. He's standing.
And with
He's
that,
hissing.
I'm gonna go like this. But then I'm gonna fall because I'm exhausted, and I'm gonna crawl this way. 5 feet, 10 feet.
Why, you're going away from everyone? Oh God! Come on, no!
The fuck are you doing, man?
Henry literally gave you the way out.
I hurt so bad.
Actually, he would have been unconscious when Henry cast that spell, so he doesn't know it's safe to run away. If that's the end of your turn, it's Henry's turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right,
Henry, this one beside Thrallus is looking very bad. Like, barely even alive, and this one's looking pretty healthy.
All right, so the Mind Whip is done now because it only lasts 1 round.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I'm like, that's a really overpowered spell for 3rd level. 1 round, okay.
You said this one looks very unhealthy.
This one is, yes, he is like belly dragging, like chomping at the air.
This guy here.
Is very not, is very well. Like, he's taking some hits, but he's still got a lot of energy in him. Is Joe frozen for you guys?
No,
Oh, he's
I'm
not frozen.
thinking. I'm thinking.
you were just holding that face, so like really still.
Oh, ignore that.
I'm gonna cast Fireball at this guy here.
Run! Oh God! I'm guessing you're gonna aim it so that it doesn't hit Crimple.
Firebolt. Sorry, Firebolt.
Oh, Firebolt! I'm like, oh, he's barely hanging on. I want to make sure.
That wouldn't be the first time. That's good.
Yeah, go ahead, roll detect. 24 is gonna hit. Roll that damage. How do you want to do this?
gonna just explode into pieces.
It's a fire bolt, not a. If it was a ball, he would. But with a bolt, I would say like you shoot it and like it's like opening its mouth and it just like goes like through its mouth and out the back of its head.
Perfect.
And it falls over dead. There's a little bit of the chunkage. Not a full explosion. All right. Unless you're trying to move, Henry, Dolan, it is your turn.
I'm staying still.
Eldritch Blast, the one on the right. Let me check their AC. That's just gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 4 damage. Damage is damage. $13 is not gonna hit though. It's better than 2 nat 1s.
I guess so. And that's it.
All right, it is the crocodile's turn. Okay. Now I'm gonna preface this with, had Crimplin just got up and ran away, he would have went after Thrallus for beating the shit out of the other one. But Crimplin got 2 really good hits to his face. So, Crimplin buddy, he's gonna bite at you. Don't hate me. He's gonna hit you with the 27.
Nope.
What? Don't you know me? And I need you to make me, I think it's a,
Death saving throw? Okay. Another one.
Oh no, if it hits, you're just grappled. Once again, you're in this thing's mouth.
Oh, God, again. All right.
Oh, God, again,
More
man,
holes.
you
All
take-
right.
Not bad. Or you gotta take 12 damage.
I'm still up.
That's I hate you. That's a lot. That's 3d10 plus 5 and you took 12. Not even fair. But you are once again in its mouth. It's gonna tail swipe at Thrallus. That's gonna be a.
Is it gonna move?
No, it has reach on its tail.
Oh,
It has a
okay.
10-foot reach. That's how this other one was able to swipe at Thandir, who was over here. With its tail, it's gonna roll a 17 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh, Mr. Thrallus with the split armor. Okay. Damn it. All right, Thrallus. Oh no. Yeah, it's your turn. You see Crimplin in this crocodile's mouth again.
This isn't fun, Thrallus.
Okay,
It's fun for me.
Ow.
so play this one out for me. All right, so it's in his mouth.
Uh-huh.
Now I switched out a maneuver when we leveled up
Uh-huh.
for that. Would that be viable or no?
If the creature's willing isn't incapacitated. I would say because he's being grappled, he's incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
'cause
am willing,
incapacitated
though.
just means that he can't move on his own right now.
Right, but I'm definitely willing.
Versus like if plus I don't think he's willing. I think he's happy
Oh, no.
there.
I love it.
So warm.
Wouldn't want anywhere else.
That would be a good one though.
All right. Well, then obviously I'm gonna move up
Mm-hmm.
to there,
Okay.
and I will.
You can
use-
pry him from the
Yeah,
jaws.
I'm gonna use my action to try and pry the mouth open.
Go ahead and give me a athletics check. Oh! Why did you roll with that? Why did you roll your?
All right, we're gonna use one of my lucky dice.
That's a really
Oh,
good time
okay.
to use your lucky dice.
Watch it roll a 1 now.
22.
Yes, you're gonna rip those jaws open. He's gonna move freely. So your bait and switch, is that an action? Is that a bonus action?
It uses a superiority die, so
Right.
it doesn't.
It doesn't count. It's just a free action.
It's just as long as you spend the superiority die. It doesn't state it in the book, and those are limited. It's like a spell.
Okay.
Those are like spells.
Okay. I mean, either way, you guys are both right beside him, but. All right.
Yeah. All right. So now that I pried him out, I'm going to offhand attack.
Yeah. Get him.
Well, an 11.
An 11's gonna miss.
And that'll end my turn.
A good use of a lucky dice. He's out of his mouth. That's good.
Surprisingly.
Oh, it's just wait a turn.
I actually. Oh, you're lucky. You're lucky. I skipped that crocodile's turn. Wait, no, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No,
He bit Crimplin and then he
My bad.
tail lashed me.
Sorry, it's been a long 2 weeks. Thandir.
All right, I am going to.
The crocodile goes again.
Right, crocodile double attack.
These two crocodiles, I forgot to mark this one dead. That's why.
So I'm going to do healing word, since now I can see Crimplin out of the mouth. I'm going to do healing word at 2nd level.
How many spell slots you got left there, buddy?
I've been casting all high. I haven't used any of my 1st levels, so I don't have that many high level ones left, but
Gotcha. All right. You get 11 hit points.
then...
You're just supporting his bad habits. I'm just letting you know
I
that.
am. We've already had this discussion.
You're an enabler.
we
That's
talk
what that
about
is.
it, yo.
We talk about this all the time at work. This is a constant. I'm just enabling this bad behavior. So, and then I'm going to do a produce flame on that crocodile. Since I think it's within 30 feet, right? Let me make sure. Can I still hit it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, technically, like the 30 feet would be like this square right here. So he's only 25 feet from you.
Okay, perfect. I'll move up 5 feet anyway, so.
Now he's within 20 feet of you.
And that's not going to hit.
And 11 is gonna miss. He's a little bit lower to the ground than you expected, and kind of goes right over.
And then as I end my turn, as I throw that out, I'll look over at Henry and said, Henry, I don't think that's how Crimplin's supposed to be riding those Hannibals, but I could be wrong.
It's riding them from the inside.
Right from the inside.
Speaking of Crimplin, it is your turn.
He probably did go for a ride of his life. Afterlife.
Twice. I've twice. I've been inside a lot of things in this campaign. It's weird.
Oh.
So I'll get
What
that.
would you like to do,
So
Crimplin?
as I guess I'm sitting there. I'll look at it and be like, because I'm below it, I'm gonna look up at its jaw and go, "You got a pretty mouth." I'm gonna stab it.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Say 19.
19's gonna hit. Roll that damage.
Do I get sneak attack on this? Because it's advantage?
I believe it's when another enemy is within 5 feet of it. You get sneak attack. There's another enemy within 5 feet of him. Or for you, ally, but.
Eight, 15.
That's with the sneak attack?
Yeah, the 2d6 rolled low.
Alright. Yeah, you hit him for 15 damage. He's looking rough.
All right, and as it's still in his thing, I'll use my offhand sword and I'll come across with it and use it as a guide. And
Sure.
Slice it.
You know what? I'll have advantage just because that sounds gruesome and cool.
24
Yes.
and 6.
You're chipping away at him. It's you can hear it like breathing a lot heavier. You're seeing a lot of open wounds and a lot of blood. You're not moving though. You're still laying on your back on the ground. Do you want to at least stand up?
I'll just go through all this. I think he's dead at this point. That's how I'm gonna play it. I think he's had enough, and I'm just gonna kind of exhaust myself to the ground.
Enemies get advantage on you if you're prone.
Oh, fine. Fuck.
You don't
I'll go
have
like this.
to.
Hold on, I'll go like
do I
this.
step in a metagame.
I got this. I got this.
Died twice now.
I got this. All right, I'll go like this, but then I'll turn it into a barrel roll, go backwards, and stand up and pop up. So
Well, you're still like within the same 5 feet, but yeah, okay, whatever. All that flare. Henry,
yeah, just to go on the other side of Thrallus.
yeah, totally, sure. Henry, it's your turn. End this torment. I don't mean the crocodiles, I mean mine.
Fireball! Fireball!
Take them all out.
Oh, as much as I would love to cast that, I don't think I should.
I agree, says the crocodile.
Fireball?
Bolt?
Firebolt. Firebolt.
21 hits. Roll damage. 16. 2d10. 16. Good hit. Yeah, it's looking rough. It's looking really rough. Anything else?
And no.
All right. Dolan. Is Toll the Dead a cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Okay, let's try this out. So, wisdom saving throw of 15.
Yep.
How wise is my crocodile? Hold on.
I'm casting at the 5th level also.
What?
So if he takes damage, it's going to be 2d12. Plus he's got hit points missing.
Is there a reason that only did it for 1d8? 1d12?
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using the spell slot of second or high... Wait. This small thing is hell.
It should have given you the option to choose what level. Or actually, because you're a...
Yeah, it didn't give me the option to choose.
Yeah, I mean, it should automatically do it. Oh, well. Either way, the 1d12 hits for less than the 1d8. Go ahead and just click it one more time. Well, let me see if he passes. No, he doesn't pass. He's not a wise alligator. Yeah, just click it one more time. Or just roll one more d12. Four plus 8 is going to be 12 damage as you ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, and you just see blood just start dripping from its ears, and its eyes just roll back into the back of its head. It falls dead.
Got him.
That was kind of terrifying, actually. You have weird spells. There's like a moment of silence. I mean, you hear like crickets and mosquitoes and some bullfrogs, but there's a stillness in the air.
Guys, I think I could go again.
No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna walk over by. No, you done good. Good job, Crimplin.
Although
Good job.
this arm won't stay up. I don't know.
Charles, did you get hit at all? Oh my gosh! Your fighter took 0 damage.
Unscathed.
That's
our
great.
main DPS. He's not our fighter. He's the main DPS part of this group.
Yes, he is.
Obviously, Crimplin's the tank.
Oh yeah, that's a
Obviously.
guarantee.
Hey, Crimplin, a drink here. That's water come out of the holes in both of our bodies.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I'm a fountain.
As you guys kind of recollect yourselves, it's like afternoon. It's like an early afternoon right now. What would you guys like to do?
Oh,
You know what we have to do, right? We need trophies.
Sure.
so
Sure.
speaking of that, I am gonna find the cleanest looking top half of the alligator head and just cut that. Eyeballs
So-
included.
These are giant crocodiles. So like their heads are like almost as long as you.
So how big would their eyeballs be?
Like fist size.
Oh, fucking perfect. All right. So I will take enough.
That's perfect eyeball size.
I'm gonna skin out 2 eyeballs, and I'm gonna skin off enough crocodile skin to just kind of store. Enough to cover maybe my head by half, maybe a little bit of this. So,
Because you're saying eventually you want to make giant crocodile armor.
or just a cowl.
Oh, just a cowl, okay. You guys have a bag of holding, so you can just kind of stuff as much in there as you want to cut off.
So I'm gonna cut out some alligator teeth too.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep track of what you guys take off these alligators. So, are crocodiles. They are saltwater.
Henry, put
Don't
these
disrespect them.
put these eyeballs in this bag. I want to use this and the skin. I have an idea. Just if you don't
I kind
mind.
of take the bag off and open it up. I'm like, you put it in there. I ain't touching that.
There you go. Hey, I can
Wish
see
it-
you.
What should I roll to see how many teeth I get?
I mean, I don't know. Like literally as many as you want.
The crocodile's name is Daniel. I don't know.
He's the worst crocodile. he has a very he has this tattoo, and it's so poorly done. It's Daniel. He's the worst. I'm done rolling for how many things you get. However long you want to take mutilating these corpses, I don't even care.
I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna just try to grab a little bit of sticks and I'm gonna start a campfire here just to kind of sit around, and I'm gonna probably spend a couple of my hit dice and heal up a little bit here.
Yeah, so if you guys just chill for an hour, you guys can do a short rest, and then you get to use as many hit dice as you want. And then I know, the fighter, you get most of your stuff back on a short rest. Henry, you can use arcane recovery.
I'm gonna see Thandir starting up that fire, and I'm gonna start chopping some meat off one of the crocodiles.
Sure. You guys start a little fire, and you start roasting some alligator. I mean, crocodile meat.
Yeah, crocodile. They were those 3 guys were all saying alligator all week. I was like, crocodile.
Neil.
This isn't the Everglades, guys.
But as I'm chopping the meat off, I'm kind of suspiciously looking around as well.
Sure. If you want to make a perception check while you're doing this, you can go for it.
How do I
22.
know?
What's that, Henry? Sorry.
How do you gain health or regain health again? What do I
So you have hit dice equal to your level, so you have 5 hit dice. So that means you can roll them up to 5 times.
6.
You can roll up to 5 of them. Oh yeah, you guys are level 6. My bad. So you can roll up to 6 of your hit dice, and then you just add that into your current health. But on a long rest, you only get half of your hit dice back. So on these long adventures, you usually only want to use about half, or at least leave a couple. You said 22, Thralls. As you're chopping, you're kind of keeping an eye out, looking around you. you're noticing, I mean, it's really buggy out here. There's a lot of mosquitoes and stuff. And now, especially that there's like dead and open and exposed flesh, a lot of flies kind of landing everywhere. Dolan with all the nat ones. Dolan, I highly recommend buying dice for in person.
I'm saying, Jesus.
It's really buggy, but it's really quiet. Like to the point that you think that like you really feel safe with how quiet it is, that you're like, okay, like these were definitely this is it of the crocodiles, you know.
Thralis, are you all right? You don't usually try to take watch.
There were people that I saw when we were on the beach, just keeping an eye out just in case they sneak up on us.
People? Is that?
I saw them through the monocle.
Oh.
And that look makes me think Brian doesn't remember.
People through a monocle? I don't remember. What? I'm a bad DM right now. What?
Wow.
When we got to the beach, Henry gave me the monocle to look through, and I had the true sight, and you said that I saw people in the bushes.
Well, they're not important to the storyline.
I
So...
really bet that if I go back and I watch our last stream, that I don't say that. I really think that I don't say that.
I'm pretty sure I recall that, but okay.
I was away when that happened, so I honestly don't even know. I do remember him doing something about the monocle, but then I was busy.
I remember you looking through it, and I think someone was disguised as something else, and you saw their true form. But I don't remember saying people in the bushes. So my bad on that if I did.
All right, so do I need to bring up the old stream? We can watch that.
for our 7 viewers right now, which I'm guessing 6 of them are us.
Yep.
So for Nikki, who's probably watching, and I think Bug's watching, hold fast really quick. Oh boy.
I was gonna say, wasn't I using the head of disguise? And did he see my true form?
That might have been it.
He Cindy Laupered you?
I did. I said the.
I found the one from 14 days ago. Go back to before the fight. I pulled up the stream to the beast we used to ride back home.
Well, should we maybe heal up a little bit here and head out? Try to find this, what is it, temple we're looking for?
Yeah, we're looking for, and it's gonna be outlined or marked with a skull, not necessarily like an actual skull, but
right.
And just out of curiosity, like, does Healy do a free-ish spell for you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, because getting all nat ones on my my healing dice, yeah, I'm not doing so good.
All right, that's fine. I can spot you a little. I got something for you. Just hold on.
Hey, you rolled really bad on your healing dice.
Tell me about it, like.
Yeah, you add your con modifier to each of those rolls, so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Well, no, like for you guys that actually clicked hit dice, it already added your con modifier to each roll. But like for Dolan, like it'd be a 1 plus con, 2 plus con, 1 plus con.
Okay, because I rolled 3 and I got. All right, cool. I get 3 extra hit. Woo.
All right. So, how much did that give you? A little bit more? Or are you still needing?
No, then I'm good.
Okay. Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm only missing 5 hit points now, so much better.
So, yeah, an hour passes. You guys sit around the fire. You have some crocodile meat. It's quiet. You're getting a lot of mosquitoes kind of chewing on you. You know, those of you wearing cloaks kind of like pull them up a little bit. You're also noticing, especially around the fire, it's hot. It's very humid. It's very warm. It's not like a nice like Hawaiian tropical 80 degrees. Like it's like Charleston, South Carolina in July. I mean, it's hot and sticky. Almost to the point that you're uncomfortable. You're okay right now, but you're thinking this kind of sucks. It's, if anything, just making your moods a little bad right now. But the hour passes, you guys feel a lot better, you heal up. How would you like to proceed?
I say we keep heading in the direction that we were headed initially before we got ambushed. And then just keeping a lookout for skull-like figures, shapes.
I second that.
I agree.
Keep
Yeah,
moving.
you had landed in the northwest part of the island. You guys were just kind of heading southeast. So, you guys are walking. Time passes. You're still walking. It's starting now that you're heading more inland. It's actually starting to dry up a little bit on the ground. So you were kind of in a swampy, marshy area. It's becoming a lot more kind of solid dirt underneath you. Everyone make me general perception checks, I guess, while you're walking.
Nat 20.
Oof. Are those Bernie dice?
It's the purple ones.
Oh yeah. Ooh, not too bad.
19.
24.
11.
Dolan's like, out of combat? Yeah, I'll roll good. So other than Henry, who's like, I'm gonna say that maybe the heat and the humidity is getting to you a little bit more than everyone else. I guess, yeah, you are the only human, so everyone else has usually some other kind of magical or different physical property to them. But everyone else, like you're looking out, and like between the lot of you, like you're able to kind of keep yourself out of dangerous situations. Like there's a couple times, especially Thrallus with his nat 20, like where he'd be like, "Hey, stop!" And like you can like wait and you can hear, and like you see some like rabid like baboons, and then like you like move out of the way. Another couple times you walk in, then like Thandir like holds up his staff and he like tells you to wait, and like off in the distance you see like a panther and like crawling across the trees, and like you're able to turn. So I'd say with those rolls you guys are pretty much able to avoid most of the other animals and other critters around you as you kind of walk, and it's getting towards dusk. So sun's starting to set. I guess it would be setting kind of to the back right of you. How would you like to go about this? To set a camp?
Have we made
a
any
shelter?
progress, guys, on the skull? I haven't seen shit all day. I'm ready to sleep.
I think sleep would be good.
I think we could probably take a rest if we wanted. I could use it.
Is there, I guess I'll look around, is there any place that looks kind of covered, a little bit covered, so it's easier shelter and looks promising?
Maybe like a rock formation or something.
Yeah, there is like a good spot, like especially now you move more towards the inside of this, like you're at the point where you do not see a coast anywhere near you. Like, for like the first half of your walk, you could like anytime you got to like a higher ground, you could look out and see like a coastal line. But you're at the point where it's like a dense, almost jungle. But with that, there are a good amount of like some creeks and some rolling hills. But you do find like a nice cliffside after walking a little bit, looking specifically for a shelter. but you do like find a cliffside like where you can at least know that you're covered on, half of you, right?
Right.
So we
No caves, but at least a nice solid cliff.
Hey guys, that over there looks like it could be a decent spot to sleep, at least for a little bit. Right? I mean, we gotta do something.
Yeah,
Still feeling a little bit from the fight.
I think we should probably take a long rest. I think that would be probably a wise thing to do here. Rest up, get at it early in the morning. Crimplin, did you want to take second watch and I could take first?
Yeah, that'll get me up right in the middle of the night. I'll love it. That sounds good to me.
All right, that sounds like a plan then, and I'll take first watch then.
Just because we're kind of, in a kind of scary place, would you like to describe kind of how you set up camp? Are you sleeping in tents? Are you sleeping kind of in your bedrolls? Are you sleeping all together? Are you sleeping all spread out?
Well, I think we should probably stay in kind of around the same area, guys. I would think here, right?
Probably the best idea.
Yeah.
Just help me. So this isn't a battle map. I'm going to preface with that. So most of the time when I make a map, we're like, oh my god, battle. But
Basic battle axe.
oh god.
The infinite realm.
But like let's say this is like this box is your land.
We should probably only do like 30 feet though. Like 30 feet around, I'm thinking.
And then I'm gonna say like the cliffside is like just kind of like that. There, that's a beautiful cliff, and don't you say otherwise. Yeah, if you would like to maybe just drag your characters onto here and just kind of position yourselves wherever you would be. We're working with a high budget here on sleeping arrangements.
Jesus, how do I get on a character again? There it is.
Oh, look at that high def character. Get out of here.
Upgrade.
Yeah, so
Do we want to go ahead and start a campfire? Crimplin, Darlis, you guys want to start a campfire, sleep by the light and the heat and warmth? I don't know how cold it is out here, but
it's very hot and very sticky even with the sun down.
Okay, well that's totally up to you guys then if you want to go ahead and do that.
I'm already sleeping.
Okay, well I see Crimplin kind of pass out here, and anybody else staying up, or is everybody kind of heading to bed?
I think we should have a fire just to hopefully be a deterrent.
No, I'm not too worried about that here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to snap my hands together and kind of go like this as I'm looking up towards the night light here, and I am going to go ahead and cast that around us, so that way
what is this?
we can be a little safer and have a little bit of extra little something, so we can light a fire and we won't be seen. They won't be able to see us, or I won't be able to see. I shouldn't say that. From my understanding of it, and DM, this is at your discretion, of course. But from my understanding is, it looks like it says total cover blocks the sphere, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
Total cover blocks the sphere. It's in the sphere, you and your allies get a +5 bonus to stealth. So until I look into it, I'm gonna say I'm gonna treat it like there's the wizard spell. I forget what it is, but like basically the bubble.
Tiny hut.
Yes. Was it Liamin's tiny hut?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
It's similar to that. The only thing is that spell doesn't allow any creatures to pass it, versus this spell is just kind of hiding you guys. Basically, it gives you just from me initially reading it, it looks like it just gives you total cover, which would be a +5 to stealth.
Correct. Yeah. So that's how I was gonna say it was to me, is that it's not that we're not invisible, it's that we're not visible. If that makes sense. We're just like camouflaged, quote unquote.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
So there you go. Boom. And nobody can, as long as I stay in here, we'll be all right.
Any light from open flames in the sphere isn't visible outside of it. Oh, okay, cool.
I'm also going to cast Alarm as a ritual.
So you're going to do that around the outside of the perimeter of it?
It says a 20-foot cube, no longer than a 20-foot cube. So I'm guessing that's... Like, if I go here, would that be considered a 20-foot cube?
Hold on a second. I'll just draw one.
And today we're gonna just do some nice little strokes right here.
Happy trees.
Happy invisible spheres.
There's
No mistakes.
just happy mistakes. It's fine.
That is a 20-foot cube.
Painting 101 with Brian.
This isn't D&D.
So yeah, so you can do that, and then basically the alarm or the shroud is actually an additional 5 feet in all directions. So if they pass through the shroud, and then if they go 5 feet past the shroud, they will set off the alarm pretty much. Cool. All right, so if all y'all bed down, Thandir. Actually, just for the hell of it, everyone roll me stealth checks. You'll all get a +5 to it. Thrallus, you would normally have disadvantage because you're sleeping. Don't roll disadvantage. Just normal stealth. Any other safety measures? Get out of here.
18.
Okay. Is that with the +5 or before the +5?
That's with the +5.
So 18, 20, 26, 23.
I got 19.
Was that with the +5?
Yeah, that's with +5.
Okay. All still very high rolls. So I want everyone to go to sleep, and Thandir, roll me a perception check.
All right.
Leonard's with the captain.
Actually, I'm gonna go with this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Leonard's on the ship.
He ain't with us.
He ain't with us.
Can't sit here.
Seat's taken. You can sit by me if you want.
That's gonna be 23.
What is that from? I feel like I've heard
That is
before.
Forrest Gump.
when he's a little kid on the bus.
Yep.
So with the 23, your friends all bed down, and you feel obligated. You're standing there, I'm guessing, like with your staff, just kind of looking around, probably walking a little bit back and forth, feeling safe under the shroud. It's still a little buggy, a little bit of bugs going around you. You don't hear as many of like the bullfrogs and like the buzzing of the flies, but you can still hear like some water, like a nearby stream. It's so quiet, and like especially for you guys, how you've been traveling either on trade routes, or going to port cities, or even on like the boat with the crashing waves. This is probably like the most peaceful night you've had in a long time. Even to the point that you can add a point to your nature, even though you're not doing any downtime. Just like if you want your nature downtime thing, you're kind of enjoying it. You're looking around, you're smiling. You see like a snake every now and then, or like just some other little critters. You see like an iguana just chilling in a tree. Little tree iguana. Little tree iguana. But the first half of the night passes by. Nothing.
All right.
4 hours later, and you wake up, Crimplin.
Grimblin.
Yep, I'm up. I'm up.
Okay.
I'm up.
Okay.
I'm good.
There was a really big snake over there. Just be careful, okay? Huge.
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Okay. All right. I'll walk by and I'll just pop guidance on him just because, just to scare, screw with him a little bit, just to be on the safe side. So.
So go ahead, Crimplin. Make me a make me a perception check. Wit plus a D4. Oh. Ha! Plus a D4 anyway. Take your D4. Nice. So, with a 24, you're like, snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. Same thing. You're looking around. It's peaceful. It's quiet. It's really dark. You're almost having little flashbacks. Kind of, the dark and dampness of this place is kind of remind you a little bit of your days underground. Your good days, your bad days. The only difference is like when you look up, in between all the trees, you can see some stars. You can see some starlight, and you're still trying to get used to this whole starlight thing. But same thing with 24. Most of the hours pass. Because of how exciting your day was, you guys did bed down a little early, so kind of nearing the end of your long rest. The sun is still just ever so barely peeking in the background, but it's still kind of dark. When it's like kind of towards the end of your 4-hour shift. When with that 24, you start to hear something in the distance. Like you've been listening to like all these natural sounds, and every now and then you hear like a branch move as some nighttime predator or something's kind of jumping around on them. But you hear some footsteps. Not just one, but multiple footsteps. You hear some chatter a little bit. You can't make out what they're saying, but coming from, I would say, like in the southern direction. Look to your south, and like kind of with the sun peeking up over your left side, you can kind of see it. It's really hard to tell, but it looks like about a dozen humanoid creatures walking in, not like directly at you guys, but just in your general direction.
I'm gonna go over who's next to me. That's Henry. I'm gonna wake up Henry. Henry, poke him there.
You guys all did benefit from a long rest, so go ahead and give yourself back anything that you expended.
Henry, get quiet. I hear.
I told you no once.
What is this dream he's having?
You're not in my handcuffs. Henry, there's some noises coming up, and they look like you.
So I get up and kind of look around, and it's still kind of dark out, right?
Yeah, it's like that early morning right before the sun comes out, like dark, but you don't need dark vision to be able to see. Like It's very dim lit. You can kind of, like in the direction he's pointing, you can just barely see some humanoid like outlines. And when I say humanoid, I mean they're bipedal. You see legs, you see arms. That's about it. And no body, just floating legs and arms. Ooh.
Henry,
I can't.
Henry, I'm gonna try to get closer. Can you let them know?
Yeah, I'll wake them up.
I'm gonna then sneak towards them.
All right.
I'm gonna wake everybody else up.
Would he set off the alarm if he crosses it, or?
If we got a full 8 hours, it's already gone.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, as the 4-hour mark comes up, or as the 8-hour mark comes up, and you start to wake everyone up, the alarm vanishes, and the shroud that's around you vanishes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a stealth if you're trying to go up there.
Hey, Dandir, wake up.
What? Oh, I just fell asleep. What?
Crimplin's gonna go buy someone. There's people. Well,
I told him that there was a giant snake out there. Why is he going out there?
there's human-looking people, humanoid.
What? What? Oh, what?
I only saw shadows. I couldn't make it out. He's gonna go look.
Alright, I'm gonna roll over, and I'm just gonna kind of look in Crimplin's direction. Oh shit!
When you look over, you don't see Crimplin.
What? Which way did he go?
With that stealth check, you are nimble and you are bouncing between trees.
Just need that 4-hour rest, boys. I'm back.
I'm back. I'm gonna ride the humanoids.
Come on, spoiler alert. No, just kidding.
All right, Henry, let's get a Thrallus. You get Thrallus, I'll get Dolan.
All right.
Dolan.
What?
Crimplin decided to go try to ride some giant snake. I told him that existed, but didn't. And apparently, there's humans, and things are just going crazy right now.
He just can't stay out of things' mouths. Jesus.
No.
Okay.
He can't. I don't understand what the issue is. He tries very hard to jump onto the back of the animal to try to ride it. We tell him no every time. He ends up in their mouth.
I know.
All right.
I walk up.
Let's go save our other elf.
Yeah.
I walk up the Thrallus with my quarterstaff and kind of like nudge him to wake him up, just so I'm far enough away if he tries to swing. Thrallus!
So you wake up to a good jab in your side.
What?
Cripplin went by some humanoid creatures he saw in the woods south here. We should go
what?
back him up. I'm going back to bed.
Which way did he go?
South, as I point to where he's at.
All right.
Oh. Where the last I saw him, I suppose. I don't know if I see him at all.
I'm always down for a good fight, so let's go stir some action.
Lead the way.
Henry, you saw him.
Gone?
Okay, so Crimplin moved first, and he started stealthing away. Thandir, you would know, because it's invisible, no one can really tell, but you would know that shroud faded. So you guys are just kind of standing in the open next to this giant cliff. So Crimplin, you're stealthing. I'll say you got a good head start on them. They're probably like over 100 feet away from you guys. As you start getting closer, you're making out, you're looking at them, and you actually see, like the closer you get, and now with the sun kind of coming up, your dark vision's kind of funky. Like your dark vision works a little bit, and then your normal vision and your dark vision, you're kind of like, squinting your eyes a bit. But like as you look and see, you see different sizes and different shapes. Some of them a little bit shorter than you. Some of them quite bigger. I think Dolan's probably the tallest of all you guys. Some even bigger than him. Not like giant, but bigger. You get a little bit closer even, and you're starting to make out some details about them. They look humanoid in the sense they are bipedal. They are walking on two legs, but they are very hunched over. On top of that, you do notice, now you're kind of getting a side profile of them. You do see tails coming off the back of them. On top of that, you're starting to get a little bit closer and look. You do see very scaly skin, similar to Dolan's, but where Dolan's is very jagged and almost dry looking, these are very flat and very smooth scales. And even some of them have what look like fins either on their heads or down their backs. If you recall from the diary where you were reading earlier, these very much sound like the creatures that Pitbull the Bounty Hunter had come across. You see, like I said, about a dozen of them, most of them pretty short, like maybe somewhere between 4.5 to 5 feet tall. All of them are carrying either some kind of spear or trident. You see, there's about 2 really big ones. They are extremely hunched over, carrying what look like very crudely made maces and other blunt objects in their hands. And they're just kind of, they're not really walking north at you guys. They're kind of walking northwest. What almost looks like maybe like a hunting party.
Okay. How many you say there was? There was like
about a dozen.
Oh, that's. All right.
I can write D6, fight the other 5.
Oh shit. Do I see anything near me that I can kind of throw? Like I pick up.
Yeah, I mean you're like in a tropical rainforest. There's rocks, there's sticks, there's frogs, there's giant beetles. If you want to throw a beetle at them.
Well, I want to pick. I guess whatever's nearest to me, I'm gonna pick that up.
Whatever you want. It's imagination.
A giant beetle, huh? All right.
You grab a giant beetle off of a tree. It's like legs are like squirming and shit.
So I'm gonna. It's moving.
It starts talking. It's like Criblet, brother. No, it doesn't do that.
No,
You're just dehydrated.
I'm gonna sniff it, go, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss it in their direction, but over to the left to see if they notice it. So I'm gonna just kind of see if they distract them with it.
Sure. Roll just for the hell of it. Do you have any ranged attack weapons? Any ranged weapons? Well, actually, you're not proficient in throwing beetles, so I'm going to say just make me a general dexterity roll.
Wow,
beetle throwing proficiency.
Right.
What, you forgot my backstory about my beetle throwing championship when I was in the Boy Scouts.
Totally generalized everything.
How dare you assume my beetle background?
All right, so what am I rolling?
Just a general dexterity check. Okay. You lob this beetle and it hits the ground and it makes a lot less noise than you thought it would. You're like, oh, okay, maybe it wasn't that heavy. But it was enough that you see about, maybe about half of them kind of stop. Actually, like the smaller ones stop and like they put their hand up and they kind of look in the direction that the noise came from. So they've all kind of stopped. The big ones, they don't really know what they're looking for. They're just kind of looking around. I'm going to pause on that really quick. The rest of the party, are you guys stealthing up? Are you running up? Are you walking up? What's your guys' plan? You don't see Quimble, but you know the direction that he went.
I'm following Flawless.
No, you're the one that's leading.
No.
I'm just gonna be hanging in the back.
We were following you, Henry.
All right, fine. You're following me.
I was gonna say I'm gonna be up like near Henry because just remembering like what I read and knowing that they mentioned something about draconic or dragon looking, like, and hearing that they're humanoids, like kind of like, oh wait, is this like, could this be? And
yeah,
right, and like.
I'm just going to be walking normal. I'm not going to be running or doing anything like that.
No running, no. Okay.
But as we're running, can I cast a ritual spell on myself?
It takes 10 minutes to do a ritual. I would say that all this that's going on is probably less than 10 minutes.
Okay. I'll just walk slow. I'll walk normal pace. I'm not going to run though.
That's fine. All right. You guys are walking kind of dead south towards them. Crimplin actually kind of fanned a little off to the east, and they're heading towards the northwest. So by the time you get up to them, and they're starting to get clearer and clearer, you're seeing the same thing, the very lizard-like features on them. But right now they have all kind of turned their attention more like directly towards the south. But you guys are kind of out in the open. You still don't see Crimplin. Crimplin, you see all your friends walk from the other direction that they're looking away from.
Okay, so seeing them do that, I'm going to come out essentially of my hiding on the backside. And... Hello? Hello?
Great.
Okay. Hello. You jump out of hiding. You greet them with a hello. And now, well, first, hold on, let me see it.
Are they intimidated?
I just rolled 3 6s.
Oh,
That's actually a good sign.
They're my people. They are my people.
Followers of Cthulhu.
You see all of them quickly turn to you, Crimplin, and like in like a startled yet confused look, they almost like stand still, and then like the big ones, they actually notice the rest of the party, and they just go and like yell something, and then like they all look to their left, and they all kind of like form almost like an angle, and they all draw their spears. They're not like advancing towards you, but in a very defensive posture. They all draw their spears, and one specifically in the front yells something in this very snarly tone. Who else besides Dolan can speak Draconic?
I can.
So both of you guys, almost like not like a southern, like a Louisiana swamp people thick. Kind of like you feel like, I think I just understood what they said, but like you don't know the words they said, but you're also like, I think they just spoke Draconic. But they all take a very defensive stance. The two really big ones kind of like snarl and kind of hiss, really similar actually to the noise that the crocodiles were making.
My weapons are drawn now.
Yeah.
Honestly, as soon as they yelled that, I would probably like look at Henry, like make eye contact, like, did you just hear that too?
So if you spoke a
Did we
word,
actually-
what does it sound like to me?
Like,
Yeah, like
All right.
What did they say?
Bless
for the
you.
viewers out there.
Bless you.
what exactly did they say?
You didn't really catch all the words, but you heard like hold position kind of, but like very broken Draconic.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just back in Draconic, yell, "Hey!" and like see if I can get them to like,
Hey.
and, like see if I can get them to see me, and like maybe recognize. Oh, that's wait, what?
So you yell back, "Hey!" This is
Hey, girl!
First off, who is this party? As like a lot of them, they were like making very mean faces, holding their weapon, and like a few of them actually kind of like perk up for a second again, and like they all kind of turn and look at you, like they all look at each other, and they make like almost like a chirping noise at each other. And this isn't like in Draconic, just like a kind of like a noise at each other, and like they look back, and like the leader, like very, very broken once again, just goes, "You speak."
Yes. Can we talk?
And then like a couple more of them are like, "Talk." They talk. They talk. The big one's like, "Talk," and they go, "Yes, talk."
Okay.
Still,
so,
they're also very defensive. Everyone else, you just hear this like barking and just gutturally groans at each other coming from both Dolan and this group of spear wielding lizard men.
As this is happening, I'm gonna start grunting as well.
Thrallus. Keep it. Thrallus, you're not helping. Just take it to the tree over there. I don't know. I'm just gonna just kind of like put my hands up and be like, we just need to talk. Like, just I understand you, and it's clear that you understand me. And all, of course, all this in Draconic.
Yeah. You see some gears turning. Like you speak very proper. This is like someone with like went to Oxford and has a very strong degree, speaking to literally someone born and raised and have never left Louisiana, down in New Orleans.
They just came out from under a rock. Got it. Yeah,
you're speaking the same language technically, but there's some missed words and some miscommunications. And they kind of look. And that there was one kind of in the front that was talking, and another one steps up beside him. They're all kind of this anywhere kind of shades of green to black. This one steps up, and him in particular, he's kind of got this cool little orange fin on his head. He goes, "How many more?" He looks at you four, and then looks at the one to your right.
This is everybody. And then as I'm saying it, I'm actually gonna take my weapons and lay them on the ground and kind of step away from them, just to kind of signify I'm not peace. This is.
Everyone else, you kind of see him do this gesture.
Guys, just I think I got this. Just put your weapons down. Just keep them close.
Crimply, you're stepping to flank them, or stepping to go with the rest of your friends?
No. It's more of kind of going the other side to distance myself from the party, kind of. But
yeah. So to the party's here.
Yep.
The I don't want to say bad guys. The lizard folk are here.
Yep.
You're over here. So you're trying to sneak around to this side.
Yep.
Roll me a stealth check just to see how well they notice you moving. Oh!
Ninja.
It's like you weren't even there. You're doing it. You're just doing it really slow, just so slow that they're just not picking up on your movement. They seem very engaged with Dolan right now.
I'll go ahead and take my staff and kind of mimic, putting it down and kind of in front of me, and I'll kind of take a step, step back a little bit and over a little closer to Dolan.
A third one kind of steps up and looks at you guys and goes, No fight.
No fight.
No fight.
Just talk.
Big one goes, talk.
He gets it. He gets it.
Yeah, that guy right there.
As Crimplin is slowly, just slowly moving underneath, behind them. You're just kind of in this little bit of a standoff as you, and they look specifically at Thrallus. They go, armored man.
He's fine. He's
no armored.
Thrallus, can you put down your weapon?
Get a nice close-up of Henry here.
Okay.
I'll say, buddy, I'm just asking you to trust me this once.
Alright, I'll put him down.
Other than
fireball.
Fireball. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
12.
So stupid. Besides Thrallus, is there anyone else that's wearing a helmet?
My cowl's kind of half off, if you will. I mean, it's not
okay.
Fully, it's probably about half.
But either way, they see him put their weapons down, and then you see a lot of them how they were very in defensive stance. They kind of put their weapons down, couple of them kind of like stand up straight, and they go. They look around, and like the sun's kind of coming up, and they go, "Not safe here. Yanti territory. Must move."
Is there? Do you guys have somewhere safe that we can go?
Safe. Come with.
Can we pick up our weapons? Like, we're not gonna harm you, I promise.
Slowly. And then the one with the cool orange fin just goes, "You escorted by big ones." The two big ones like, "Escort." They have this like weird broken kind of cracked smile as they kind of like take steps over to you. They're like, as they get closer to you, they're standing like almost somewhere between 8 to 10 feet like tall. They're very hunched over. Like you feel like if they stretched out, they'd be even taller.
Oh jeez.
But they just go, they walk up to you, they go, "Little."
I'm not used to this.
But then one goes in front of you, the other one kind of walks around to the other side of you guys and goes, "Walk to peace."
Okay. Guys, just slowly pick up your weapons and just kind of keep your hands kind of where they can see them. No fast movement. And then how far is Crimplin from me?
Oh, you guys look over to where Crimplin was at. You really don't see him. Like, you remember him being like maybe 15 feet from you on your left, and you look and you don't see him in that exact spot that he was at last.
He gone.
Well, if I can't see him, then I can't use Awakened Mind, so. Wonderful. So I'm just going to go back to speaking Common, hoping that they don't understand it. And like, just, Crimplin, please come out of the trees.
Crimplin, you do hear him say that. You are just on the other side of all of them. They all have their backs to you right now.
Oh.
Like, their backs are to you. None of them see you.
So how far apart are all of them? Like, are they in a general, like...
They're all pretty close together.
Like,
except for the two big guys are now literally like in your guys' party.
Are they like all in like a 20-foot radius?
Yes.
I
just thinking.
So no one knows where I'm at. I'm behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to jump out from behind them, holding a giant finger I got from a hill giant, and start screaming in Undercommon. You will surrender.
What? Okay, it's happening. First off, does anyone here speak Undercommon? Okay, I didn't think so. So, as the party's all kind of getting together and they're trying to start this formation, Crimplin just out of nowhere jumps into the middle of this with a giant, I'm guessing on your middle finger?
Well, it's a giant.
Is the giant's finger? Or are you are you holding the finger?
I'm holding it.
Just holding a giant finger and just goes and just like yells some weird guttural thing as all of them turn back to you and like grab their spears and point them at you. And the big ones just go, "What's he holding?" Everyone like looks down.
Now that he's run out, is he within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay.
This is all happening like instantly, like right in front of you guys.
So as soon as I see him come out, I'm going to use Awakened Mind. And like, would you stop?
One of them, not one of the three that's been talking to you, but they look back at you guys and they go, "Friend or food?"
He's friend. He's unstable.
He's unstable.
Well, I guess only Henry can hear all these things you're saying to him. They all look back and they kind of like make that weird chirping noise at each other again, and they kind of put their spears up, and like one of them looks at you and just kind of like like makes a weird face at you, Crimplin.
I'm gonna. I want to hold that finger up higher and just intimidate with more drow. Say, "Put your weapons down."
And they just ignore you, and they start just heading west.
As he's doing that, how far away is he away from me?
Probably like 25 feet.
Oh, never mind.
What? Does he need to be closer?
Yeah, it has to be within 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, no. He's on the other side of all the lizard folk.
So I'm just as he's continuing, I'm just gonna like focus, and then like as I'm like growling, like lightning is like just like coming through my teeth, and like hoping to get his attention. Like stop.
All right, back in common. Come on, guys, you never have fun.
Well,
I barely got this where we are now.
We don't know what these things are. I could have taken them.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have, and we believe you. But we'll just say that we didn't, but you did. So we'll just, when we tell our kids these stories, like you totally took down this entire pack by yourself. Got it.
Kids.
If he was closer, I was gonna cast like prestidigitation on that and make sparks fly out of it.
Out of the finger. Like I mean, as you walk by him, you can do it. So it's like very after the fact generated sparks. But basically, the way they kind of do it is they take like they have 4 kind of leading the pack, and then like a big guy, and then your whole group, and then a big guy and another 4 behind you guys. And they kind of lead you guys just like straight west.
So where are we going?
They have somewhere safe that they can take us. So maybe this is the temple that we're looking for.
You just trust some random lizard?
You trust me when you met me.
Is that a racial slur? Random lizards?
Right.
Hey, that was like
what are you trying to say?
As they're talking, I'm gonna kind of point at Dolan, and I like how it says "for description only" at the top of it. I'm gonna whisper and be like, "Didn't the book thing? I can't remember what it was called. The bounty hunter book
diary.
Yeah, the diary.
Tell us not to trust the lizard people."
But I mean, they wouldn't trust them because they wouldn't be able to talk to them. I can talk to them.
We don't
Well,
know that, though.
We can talk to them. I mean, they're going to know more about this land than we will. Because I'll just use Awakened Mind to speak back to him.
Brawless.
I'm gonna be on the lookout. I mean, they do anything fishy. I'm gonna cast something, and this is only between me and Dolan through our message thing.
Thrallus, do you know why Crimplin was holding that giant thumb? Do you know? Do you have any idea? I didn't understand a word of that. Did you understand any of it?
I still think he's messed up from those crocodiles.
Ooh, that's a very good possibility. He did ride them twice in the mouth, at least twice.
Yeah, I have
That
ears
sounds-
still. I can hear you guys.
That sounds.
Guys, I'm right here.
You're right.
Oh, hey Crimplin, what's going on?
Yeah. First of all, I was speaking my native language. I'm sorry. you
That
can't-
grunting.
Oh no. Maybe grunting to you, but that's not grunting. It's beautiful music.
Hmm.
Second of all, I don't know why we're just blindly following these guys.
I don't know either. Nobody explained.
I'm hoping that they said they have somewhere safe. I'm hoping that wherever they're taking us is the temple that we're looking for.
I have somewhere safe right in the back, right in the back of my trunk. Why don't you just come right there?
Or in a crocodile mouth, right?
right.
If you
Just trust me.
If you can talk to him, why don't you ask him where the temple is?
I planned on it. So like with the like bigger guys kind of like around us, then like, hey, can I ask you something real quick?
Oh, to one of the big ones?
Yeah, like probably the less intelligent ones.
Question you for?
And so, yeah, sure. The one right behind you guys goes, "What you need?"
So I'll take out my relic that I've had and everyone's been looking at and trying to figure out the writing on. Like, have you seen anything like this?
He like reaches down at it. He has like as he reaches, you see like his hands are webbed, or all his fingers are webbed. He picks it up and he goes, "Looks pretty." No, and gives it back.
You're muted, Dolan.
I was like, damn. Where are we headed?
We're heading to camp.
Is camp sheltered?
Camp is home. Camp's safe. The other big one looks back and says, "Stop talking to him." The other one goes, "Okay."
I'm gonna, while Dolan's talking to him, I'm gonna point to Crimplin and kind of do the message thing to him too. Like, Crimplin, this is Henry. We can do more scams there. Maybe take some of their stuff. We've got this.
Oh. So when I respond, that's out loud, right?
No. You respond with message. You respond like specifically to him.
Right. Oh, okay. Scams. We could use more gold. I still don't like where we're headed.
You remember when I cast on the big giant thing that ate you before? I got some spells like that still. We're good.
No, I was unconscious at that point.
You're good. You're
No,
good.
I wasn't alive for that.
I was sleeping. I just took a nap mid-fight, you know.
A little bit of time is passing as you guys are walking, and the sun's really starting to peak up. One thing you guys are noticing, kind of just as you're walking, every time, like it's really thick with like trees and stuff, and every time like the light kind of shines through, if like it touches one of them, you see them kind of dodge and like really stay in the shaded areas. And eventually they kind of make their way to another kind of cliffside, and you see like a very dense, thick, kind of lean. I don't want to say lean-to, but like almost log cabin style walls up against the side of a cliff. Like it's a really big, huge open area. And they start to kind of lead you to these like two big open doors, kind of giving you guys a little bit of a flashback to that bandit camp you were at. But these logs they're not like cut and like properly stacked and placed together. They're just kind of thrown in piles, tied together by ropes, kind of thing.
So you said we're going towards like a cliffside, like where it's built into the cliffside. You said?
Yeah, like it's like walls coming out up against kind of like the edge of like a cliff.
Do I notice anything that looks like a skull there?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
What
Sure.
was that?
Roll perception checks. With 18, you're looking, and like you see some piles of bones, And I mean, like, you see like a skull here, you see a skull here, you see like some dead animals and stuff, but nothing's really throwing up a red flag.
Skulls we see, like the skeleton stuff we see on the ground, does it look like humanoid skeletons?
Most of them look like animals,
Okay.
whether it's crocodiles or panthers or maybe some unidentifiables. As you get closer, you do see some humanoid-looking skulls. Like, you can't tell if it's exactly human or half-orc or or anything like that. But you do see some that look a little humanoid. I mean, it might even be like apes, but you do see some that look very humanoid. But you do approach, and they are kind of like they are opening gates and going into this.
Can I, before like, are the gates opening as we're approaching, or are they already open?
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're opening.
So as they're opening, can I kind of just like slide back out, kind of just to stay a little back and away, unnoticed?
The only thing is there's a handful that are directly behind you guys, so it would be nearly impossible, do you think, to do so without being seen. You can try to move and mingle with the guys in the back, but to try to like move so you're not seen really isn't feasible right now.
Should try and find another beetle.
I got it. I'm gonna act like I stub my toe and fall down, just to see what the guys behind me do.
You fall down, and they stop and offer to help you up.
Okay.
Kindness, get out of here.
Thanks.
Ah, here.
Guy, do they speak common? Guy, can any of these guys around us hear me? Hello? Hello?
You're like saying that like right to their faces. They just kind of like look at each other and like make some weird harsh noises and kind of like hiss at you. And one like goes like, like makes weird barking noises almost.
And to answer your question, Kremlin, no, they do not understand you.
Well, at least you do. I don't like this at all. I'm not getting the best vibes.
I mean, they did just help you up, so...
So as you guys walk in, you see just around you, in this outer area, what looks like kind of like a normal camp. You see some like fire areas. You see like an eating area. You see a bone pit. That's pretty cool. Just a big old pile of bones where they throw them all. You see like really primitive like tool sets. You also see just a lot of like knickknacks and just like interesting stuff that they probably scavenged from like the coast. But you see built in the side of the wall is a pretty big opening, almost like a cave going into it.
Does it match the texture of my relic?
It does not.
Okay.
But they are walking directly to the cave, and now that they've kind of moved away from the trees, you see they're all kind of picking up their speed.
Do we see any more of these live ones in this cave?
Other than the two that opened up the gates, here outside in what's now sunlight, you don't see any. As you get closer and closer to the cave, and your eyes kind of adjust a little bit, you start dozens. You see young, you see old, you see new. Like, this is opening up, and it's a very big open area, and there's just a lot, of just almost like it almost looks like an abandoned mine in the sense that there's like scaffolds and platforms and some little huts and a pretty big, open, robust kind of civilization in here. It's not very active. Most of them are kind of laying down or getting ready. It looks like they're getting ready to rest. If you haven't picked it up, they are very nocturnal creatures.
So in the cave, is it very lit dim or very dark?
With the sun coming out, it's you can see it's pretty easy to see right now, and then it's kind of moving towards dim light, and then obviously the further back you go into it, it's going to move to dark. But there are some torches lit. There are other kinds of light sources already in here, so it's actually pretty manageable. For natives, it's almost civilized, other than like the horrid smell of like dying carcasses and probably just shit on the ground, but they are bringing you in, and they go talk with Mystic.
Okay. Where is your Mystic?
I will lead you to Mystic. Just letting you know.
Do you want all of us to go, or just me?
Yes.
Okay.
All.
Yeah,
As the two big guys have kind of like left your party, as well as like the handful that are in the back. So now you just have like about 4 or 5 kind of leading you guys through this cave.
Oh, we went in?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're in it.
Yep.
Oh, shit. All right. We're doing this.
There are these things everywhere. Like you're counting dozens and dozens, probably near like 100. You finally get to an area that's actually kind of like curtained off, and like it's kind of like the curtain's kind of made of just like natural reeds and stuff. They end up moving them, and you see what looks like an older lizard folk. It's hard to tell, but just from like the hunch in their back, you see them kind of moving really slowly. And they,
I just remembered. While we were doing this, I would have had to drop my illusion because I was a night elf.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I 100% forgot that you were in that illusion.
So yeah, I would have at some point. Like I guess when we were approaching,
Probably while you were asleep.
Yeah.
During combat, one of the two. Yeah, but you do have that hat on. Good reminder there. But you walk in, and this like very old lizard kind of looks up at you, and like even like the dorsal fin kind of on its back has kind of like fallen limp. Poor guy's got a limp dorsal fin. He looks at you guys and in common says, "More visitors I see." And every single one of you understood it.
I can speak Draconic now. You guys hear that?
It's what happens when you hang out with a dragon. Yes.
That's awesome. Hello.
There you go. Hello.
So we're here, looking for a temple.
Temple. The lost temple.
That would be the one.
Discord,
and then like
is Discord picking up my voice okay when I talk like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then like I'll go ahead and pull out my relic and like probably something like this. That didn't pick up.
Sardonis.
That's what we're looking for.
He looks at the rest of y'all.
You said that we're more visitors. Weird.
Yes.
What happened to the other ones?
Some left. Just kind of looks around. I say she, but you really can't tell gender of this lizard. She goes, some left. Some stayed.
Like they're here now?
And like kind of looks over, and there's like a pile of bones.
Ah.
Oh.
So apparently they did something wrong.
Yes. Used us. Treated us as scum.
I have a feeling that we may be similar, Dragonborn, or come from the same lineage. So I assure you that I have no intentions, we have no intentions of using you guys in such a manner.
Kind of smiles and like finds this like chair like sits down on it, just kind of like cackles to herself a little bit. She goes, "That's what most of the visitors said, but you are the first one. Similar, different, similar."
And then I'll say in Draconic, but still the same.
Kind of nods her head. She looks around at all of you guys, kind of like taking you all in. She kind of stops when she looks at Thralis. She goes, "Your face. Show me your face." So I'm guessing you're wearing the helm that your character wears.
And she is speaking common, so you do understand her.
Yeah, oh yeah, if you missed that, she is talking in common to us.
Alright, I'll take the helmet off.
You see, like, when you take the helmet off, her eyes grow big as she almost, like, falls back in her chair. Two other ones that were kind of escorting you guys there, both of them drop down to their knees. And you guys all see this.
And what?
Is everything okay?
What?
What, ma'am or sir?
What's your name?
Yeah,
We don't know how to address you. What's your name?
Well, like, first off, she has like her eyes on Thralis, and she goes, "Why have you come back? Have you not taken enough?"
This is the first time I've come here. Have you seen someone like me?
The other two that are kneeling like look up at you, and like they kind of like chirp something back and forth at each other. And they look at you, and like the really old lady, like old lizard, she kind of stands up and gets a little bit closer, and like kind of sees your face, and then like she looks at the other two and like kind of like lets out this like raspy, hissy bark at them, and they both kind of stand up, and she goes, "Thought you were the nightmare," and she like walks back to her chair. "Yes, other visitors. Other."
Gosh. Which way did they go?
Calm down.
When you say that name, the other two kind of like almost like shake for a minute, but then kind of like snap out of it, and they're like in Draconic, they look at Dole and they say, like, he killed many brothers. And then
is he still alive to your knowledge? And I'll be saying that in Draconic also.
they both do, I don't know. But then the older one just goes, "He came through not long ago, killed our people in search for the same temple."
So the one that you think was, and I'll say his name, but slowly, Garrosh, he has every intention of killing him. The one that's with me.
She goes, "Test." Yeah, test.
What kind of test would you like?
Move your alignment.
How can I do that for you?
And she kind of smiles and she goes, she in Draconic, she yells at one of the other two that brought you there, and just kind of yells, "Take them to," and it's kind of hard to catch the last thing. Like she said a name, but it was like, it wasn't even like in Draconic. It was just kind of take them to, just like kind of just some noise.
Can we say that Henry was translating for the other guys while we were having the conversation?
Henry, were you translating?
I'm just listening.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to tell the other three what we're talking about, or they're not going to have any idea what we're doing.
You still haven't told me your name yet. How do we even address you?
These guys are just fucking mumbling.
My name is Cock.
What?
Your name's Cock?
Jesus.
She goes, you can call me that.
Nice to meet you, Cock.
It's a very curious moment.
You're an old cock, aren't you?
Kind of bent there a little bit.
My ears.
A little whittled.
Time has not been a friend for Cock.
Looks like your scales are getting a little saggy down there.
A little
I
wrinkly.
am quite dry.
Maybe you should throw some blue sand on that.
Blue sand.
Drinking a little bit.
You know, if you ingest that little blue sand a little bit, it might help you.
Like,
Might help with the
they, like I'm guessing that all your all of you guys are actually kind of giggling a little bit at that, and the rest of them, like, they have these very serious faces, like still faces of fear, but now the fears kind of turn into like confusion as they just go, follow us.
I'm gonna mock that, but try to actually, I guess, try to say it.
You're gonna try to say follow us?
Follow us in Draconic. Yeah, I'm just gonna hear it and I'm gonna repeat it.
You try, but it was inaudible. They just kind of look at you and like they have written you off as like ever since you came at them with a finger.
And I basically told them that you were unstable.
I'm gonna, in this mix-up, I'm gonna make sure I put my helmet back on.
I'm gonna point at Thrallus and kind of like whisper to him with my
Message.
message and be like, be on high guard. They're taking to someone named I don't even know what she said. So just be on high guard. And then as I'm talking to, after I get done talking to Thrallus, I'm gonna start talking Elvish and tell Thandir and Crimplin, I'll be like, Thandir, Crimplin, just be on high guard. They're taking us to someplace named.
Like,
I don't know what they're saying.
Good old.
but-
That's
I mean, this comes from.
back in my day.
I am a master of just ruining very serious moments. Like my own moments that I set up to be very serious and scary.
Thandir,
By
did you
naming
use...
a person Cock. Right.
well, like the message came. Like the message comes through, and you guys are like wiping your face. You're like, did he just spit on me?
What is by chance, does she have black scales?
Yeah, they're darker.
So we can call her Blackcock?
Yeah,
There it is.
There it is.
I got it right there.
Is she missing an eye?
She's missing. She is a one-eyed black cock.
Where's Goose when you need him?
Poor Goose.
Where is Goose?
Yeah, where is
Back on the mainland with the being taken care of by the innkeeper.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, rip Goose.
Yeah, Goose is doing Goose things, man. Don't worry about Goose.
Goose is golden. I don't think Goose would have made this adventure.
No.
Anyway, so you leave a little area, and they kind of lead you down another corridor to kind of like a more open area. Once again, it's all still inside a cave. It is torchlit, so Henry, you're able to see. As you see what looks similar to like a very, I guess, like I said, similar to like a war room, right? Like you see some weapons. You see like a few of these lizard folk that are standing there with some kind of natural made armor, whether it's like leather with like maybe some seashells. and they see you guys come in. Now they kind of like chirp at each other really quick. They look at you in Draconic, and they say, he'll tell you a plan. And the guy wearing kind of like the weird makeshift armor looks at you and he goes, once again in common, to test your alignment, we need you to take out leader of Yanti, rival clan.
How far are they from here?
Not far from where they found you.
How many of the other clan are there?
Many.
So how are we supposed to get to this leader?
You see him kind of shrug. Kill. Talk.
What makes this leader stand out from the others?
He wears crown.
You're talking to Draconic right now, right?
No, he's talking in common.
Can I keep the crown?
Crown belong to us.
Do they look like you?
No.
What do they look like?
Yanti similar. Yanti. He like looks at it and like they kind of like chirp back and forth. Snake.
So
they don't walk on their feet.
if I kill them, can I keep the crown?
No feet.
Crown belong to us. Bring back crown.
Thendir, maybe it was the snake you saw before at the camp.
Yes, that sounds vaguely familiar.
You see, leader.
No,
Thendir said he saw a snake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Snake. Yanti
I saw no
snake.
snake.
Snake from like waist down. Snake.
I keep crown, you get blue sand.
No. I want the crown back.
Key for big crown.
No key. He actually is starting to raise his voice now.
Henry, the
I'll make
corkscrew.
end like last visitors.
What happened with the last visitors?
He points to his left, and you see like the upper body of like a human, no arms, just torso and face, like on a spike. Just.
And you guys did that to him?
Yes, visitor betray.
So
Hands taste good.
I'll take your word for it. If we're unable to secure the crown or kill the leader, I don't want you to think that you can't trust us.
No need to trust.
Can you
Bring
tell
crown
us
or don't come back.
Can you tell us their weakness, if they're weak to anything?
They're weak to getting stabbed.
Aha! Thrallus, we're good.
How are they with sunlight?
They are out in sun. We don't go out in sun.
What else do we get in return if we kill them and bring back the crown, besides the temple passage?
You get hidden temple. I mean, what else do you want? I think that's a pretty great deal. His vocabulary is getting pretty robust at this point. Because what the fuck, Henry? What else do you want besides passage to a hidden temple, Henry? He knows your name.
He knows your name.
He goes, oh, sorry, I had cough.
Breaks
Passage.
character and everything. Just
He just goes, seriously, Henry, what the fuck?
I want the crown. I don't care about the temple.
The more and more you talk, the more and more you talk, Henry, I'm thinking that spike is a pretty good look for you.
I'll say, and besides, like,
the spike. I'm like, what?
and I'm gonna use Awaken Mind and talk to Henry and say, besides the one crown, we're talking about more treasure in the temple. So,
Yeah, I know.
Can you guarantee us the temple?
Yes,
How can we trust you on that?
because it's our God. We built temple.
So
is Sardonis a person?
Sardonis is God. Creator. Master of life and death.
So you built the temple, but you don't sleep by it?
I didn't build temple. Ancestors built temple.
So how come you guys don't sleep by the temple?
Temple contested ground.
To the east?
So they'd probably be of a tribe.
They built temple. We built temple.
So the other okay. So,
All right. I think we're gonna go skin some snakes.
It makes a really weird face when you say that. No
Rob.
skin, crown.
Thrallus, you want to take that spike?
Don't touch Spike.
It's interesting.
I think we should move. I want to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we find Garrosh on this expedition.
Say Garrosh. He looks at you. Garrosh.
Garage.
You know Garrosh.
Did he attempt this test?
No, he just killed our people.
He betrayed me many years ago.
He forced us to take him to the temple. Killed all the men on the way.
Oh, so you can get the temple back if they're gone. You
But-
just said he killed all the men to the temple.
He killed our men that led him to temple. He killed them to take him there. He killed them once they got there.
So the temple's vacant of guards. I got it. Yeah, so you said
Alright.
this temple's to the east?
Yanti to east. Temple hidden. That's the point.
All right, I think we need to go, guys.
Yeah, I think we need to go.
These two guys trying to pry information.
That's the point.
So,
Okay.
what is the temple hidden by?
I'm just gonna grab Henry by the collar. And we're just gonna start walking out at this point in time.
Is this just the legend of the hidden temple?
Infringement!
Oh
Infringement!
my god! Is this a game show?
It is. I don't have a pendant of life.
One of us is missing a teammate. I'm just saying. Oh, I can get Leonid back. He'll be my teammate.
I'm gonna be the blue barracudas.
Hey, one of our viewers just said that we lost sound in our stream.
No.
Oh no!
I don't know if that's true or not. I can check Twitch.
Well,
Oh, that's the old one.
that's roaring. That's Brad, I think.
I still hear it. So we do have sound?
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah, I hear it. Oh, okay. They said it's frozen for them, so should be good. Okay, we'll keep moving. Back to character.
All right, blue barracudas. You guys are gonna be the purple iguanas.
He goes, iguana. Oh, wait, God. Oh, wait, hold on. I left the stream going. Oh, God, the background. Oh, hold on.
You said the
I just hear
temple's to the
myself
east,
talking behind me.
right underneath some bushes.
Sorry, what?
The temple's to the east
Oh.
under some bushes.
It's just like this giant temple in like a very small shrubbery. Hidden. A sign that just says like, no temple here.
Nothing to see. Move along. Just one
And
guard.
under the bush,
Move along.
under the bush, it just says skull.
It's a like a skull with chewing like chew skull. Boo.
All right, let's
Anyway,
let's go to this other tribe here then.
watch out for crocodiles.
Oh,
You mean the ones that have eyes like this?
Yes.
you see this hole?
You wonder how I got these scars?
Pulls out a popsicle. All right. What's you guys plan to like?
Where the fuck are we right now?
I'm guessing it's still like early morning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is very early morning. It's like not even noon yet.
All
So-
right, let's go find some snake people.
Yeah, so we're leaving that cave, right?
Yeah.
To the east.
Well, it's you guys.
Well, I
say-
know the temple's to the east. Of
He's here from down the hall. Yanti to east, not temple. You guys are like you're very much unescorted as you're walking out, and like from like the lizard folk who are awake, you're getting very weird eyes. But most of them have kind of like gone off and fallen asleep. There's a lot that are just literally laying on the ground asleep. Some are wearing like ragtag, patchy clothes and armor. Some are just loincloths. Some are buck naked.
yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like that one.
That was weird and scaly.
That one looks like it hurts.
One-eyed black guy. All right. So is your plan just to head out and head east?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Yes.
As we're walking there,
with all-
Adventure.
With all the excitement of knowing that the temple, I mean the Yanti's to the east.
hopefully it takes 10 minutes because I'm gonna
What? Hopefully takes 10 minutes?
maybe walk in there.
I mean, it took you guys like a couple hours to walk from where you were at to here.
Uh, Okay.
So, are we heading east, guys?
east.
Anyone know?
Yes, we're heading east.
All right.
To the
You didn't get
temple.
us killed in that cave, so I'll trust you a little bit more, Dolan.
I appreciate that.
Just letting you know, I'm just throwing it out there.
All right.
Due
You guys
east.
just kind of walk the same path that you took to walk here. Hour passes. 2 hours pass. The sun is like directly overhead now. It's probably like the hottest. Still really humid, even though you're not like near the coast, but it's very humid. A lot of mosquitoes and other bugs kind of landing on you and near you. But eventually, after some time, I mean, you don't follow the direct path, but things start to look familiar. As to like, you're like, oh, okay, I think we've been in this general area before. Like, you think you're just about as east as you've ever been, close to where they had found you.
We don't see anything different than what I guess prior to us being there.
Currently at the moment, no.
No tracks or anything like that we could tell.
You just see the tracks that you guys had left.
Well, I feel like we should have taken one with us. That would have maybe
Oh, yeah.
helped us.
Like, been a guide, yeah.
Yeah. You want me to go back? Yeah, I maybe.
And talk to the ones that you can't speak with.
Hey, I learned how to speak Draconic when we were in that cave, so I understood them.
You did it beautifully, too.
All right, I am going to shapeshift into something when I find my shapeshift guide here, and something that would be able to carry Dolan.
Like a horse?
Well, yeah, but would they have seen a horse?
I actually have a better plan. So, if we're able to see one of these beforehand, I'll just use the head of disguise, transform into it, and kind of like make my way in, since they probably speak Draconic too, and kind of go from there.
You want to transform into their enemy?
Not to go back to the main camp, no, but to the ones that we're hunting.
Well, hopefully we can find them. We just got told to the east. Kind of wasted our day.
Can always shapeshift into a horse, and we should be able to travel pretty quick.
You can carry all of us.
You'd only be able to carry one.
Right.
Okay. Well. Yep. Dolan, this is all you.
Yeah, we should have probably asked for a guide. Damn.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I mean, we can go back, but that's just another waste of a day.
Thralis, or Nick, that was us. I was saying, like, you broke the fourth wall. And you saw a bunch of overweight fat white men staring down at you. I thought you're like writing it down like, oh, I saw a bunch of overweight white men. I mean, it was like true scene. So you're like, you look.
Yeah. Okay, I get it now, but.
So that's I'll say that's on me. That's on me.
I was in full investigation mode at that point.
I knew you were. Sorry, what's the plan?
So are we, Dolan, are we gonna head back and double time back here then with a guide?
I guess so.
Didn't he say don't come back without the crown?
I'll talk to him.
I say we keep moving. They're bound to run into us. They ran into us last time.
Yep, you can catch up to us. Let's keep going, because if we find them, we can take care of them until you get back. I mean, if you guys want to leave.
We'll make a mark. Is there trees around in this area?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like a rainforest.
Well,
yeah, no trees in a rainforest. I get it.
Only rain.
Forest of rain makes sense.
We'll mark on a tree. Which way you need to go to follow us.
And like, just sprinkle a little bit of blue sand by the tree that you marked too.
Here's what I'll do. Lick it and then stick it to the tree.
Perfect.
We would see animals kind of around us, right? Some beasts.
Like you've seen every now and then, just like some docile forest creatures.
Okay. Well, I'm going to find I'm going to take 10 minutes before I head out, and I'm going to find a docile forest creature, and I am going to do that. And I'm going to see
you find a lizard.
Right, fine, perfect. I'm going to see if, I'm going to tell that lizard to, follow them, and if it's, it's up to your discretion here. See if they can do me a small favor and, perhaps get a couple other lizard buddies and kind of point us in the direction that they head as we come back here. We'll come back to this spot.
Kind of looks at you. We're like, oh, that's a good eye. And it's like, that's it in for us.
Grubs.
I like grubs.
Thought so.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Maybe they've seen the people that we're looking for.
Let me see. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have seen some scaly people that look like that tall blue thing? Dragon over there? Dragonborn? Yeah.
It like picks up its finger and points the direction that you guys literally just walked from and says, "They live that way."
Okay. Yeah, they
But with no legs.
with no legs, so they slither like a snake.
It raises its other hand and points to the east. They live that way.
Could you take us there, or lead us that way?
It like kind of thinks for a minute.
There'll be big grubs.
It scratches its butt and goes, "Big grubs."
Big, huge grubs.
Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Oh, I don't think I'm proficient in that, guys.
Well, so
No, not at all.
because like
I'm gonna
I
give myself
can,
guidance.
I mean, with beast speech, would I be understanding their conversation?
So the thing about your beast speech is that you can cast speak with animals at will. So it's not like you can always speak with animals. Like you would have to have casted it. Like you would have had to have said, like, "I want to cast it." Basically, it's like how he expels a spell slot or takes a 10-minute ritual. You just have to say, "All right, I cast speak with animals." 14. Yep.
Perfect. Gentlemen, and Crimplin, our little lizard friend here, will guide us to where we need to go.
Indubitably.
It goes, "Ground not safe," and like scurries up the tree. And you see it run across the branch and like jump, and like it's got these cool like little webbed like wings and like jumps and glides to another tree.
So it's like a
Jumps and glides to another tree.
I'm gonna
like
follow
a
it.
flying squirrel,
But flying lizard.
Flying lizard, huh?
He goes, "Keep up, keep up."
All right, hey, you gotta go. We gotta go, guys. Let's go. I'm gonna start walking, just following the lizard, kind of keeping an eye on it, just jumping around tree to tree, kind of admiring the webbed nature of the flying lizard.
Technically, it's a gliding lizard because he's not actually flying.
Okay, that's
So anyway,
Yeah, lying technically.
actually.
Yeah, Brian, you need glasses with tape on it to do that.
well, technically, it's gliding because it does not have hollow bones. Anyway, so yeah, it's actually hauling ass. Like first you're kind of like walking, then you're like, oh shit, you're kind of like jogging to keep up, and like it's getting some good speed. It's almost to the point you're like, you're not sprinting, but you're like, shit, like I have to have like a good steady jog to keep up with this.
Hey, whoa, you want to slow? Can you slow down a little bit?
He's like, nope, crabs. And he keeps going.
Oh,
Everyone, go ahead and make me athletics checks.
Oh,
Ew.
There's a lot of. I'll let Crimplin. I'll let you do acrobatics if you want.
Yeah.
There's a lot of roots and uneven ground.
Can I guide myself? Can I guide myself, honing myself through the trees?
Sure,
All right.
you're in nature.
Didn't even need it. Natural 20. But I'm gonna roll it anyways.
I wish I could just waste one of my dice right here.
So of all of you guys, Dolan's actually like in the back, like
Accurate.
trying to keep up. You're like, it's hot. It's a human, guys. It's a little hard to breathe. But like it's not like so bad like you fall behind, but this has kind of determined our order as we're running through here. So flying lizard followed by Thandir, Thrallus. Henry, surprisingly, he's like, hey, you guys in your armor, and he's like running. He's feeling good. Henry, then Crimplin, then Dolan.
Hopscotch.
What's that?
Like playing hopscotch. Like,
I
don't know what it's saying, but my mama owes me something gum, something like that.
Perfect. But you guys get running for a good like almost 20 minutes straight. And then after about 20 minutes you would lose your speak with animals. Thandir. And you would know that kind of approaching the 10-minute mark that it's about to drop off.
Okay.
But he's still going.
That's fine. Guys, I'm not gonna be able to speak to him, but I think we should just keep going. Unless we want to tell him to stop. I'm gonna tell him, hold on a second. Before I lose it here.
Will I be able to hear Thandir saying that?
Yeah. You guys don't have to hear.
I'll pick up where you left off, and I'll go ahead and cast Beast Speech.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. So then, like, you guys keep moving about another 10 minutes or so. Then it comes to a stop, and you see him go. Okay, grab time. He's like looking at Thandir, but Thandir, you don't know what he's saying. Dolan, you can hear him from in the back of the group. Go, grab time, grab time.
He says grab time. It's grab time.
Grab.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna reach into my sack and take some of the seeds out and mix a little bit of the little bit of biscuit in there, kind of mix it all up, and I'm gonna be like, here you go, here's some grubs, and kind of put it on
like,
the ground.
He just goes like, and just like spits it all out and goes, liar, and just and scurries away up a tree.
Well, that's probably gonna come and bite us in the butt again.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative for the lizard tribe. Flying lizard tribe. All right.
But you guys look around and like it left you, and you're just kind of in the middle of a forest. You do happen to notice, like, especially in this route, like with the lizard folk, it was very dry here. You see a couple more like little creeks and streams and stuff, but you don't see any of these snake people.
So we're just stranded then?
Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. Do we see a path?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, given that the other ones just had tails and no legs, it's making me think they're like snake-ish. So maybe they live in the water.
Yep. We followed you this whole time. Let's keep going wherever you think, Nolan.
While you guys are here, go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Fucking 20.
You guys in your 20s. With the so let's see, 13s and 20s. I'd say the 13s, you don't really notice it. Standing near Nolan, you're both kind of like looking around. The rest of you, you're starting to realize you see some movement on the trees, and like when you look closer at them, you see a lot of just snakes kind of moving on the trees. You see, like, you look over to the next tree, you see snakes moving. Look over to another tree, you see snakes moving. You look down at the roots now, and you see snakes moving by their roots.
Is it like the snake orgy that we saw back at the...
They're not all together in one giant wad, but you
roll
do
for
see a lot of
initiative.
oh my. But you do see, like, anytime you stop and kind of like focus on an area, you see the movement of snakes. Almost to the point that Dolan and Thandir, they're kind of like leading. I want both of you guys to make me dexterity saving throws.
Thrallus.
Crumbling.
You know how I taught you how to be stealthy on the boat? I think we need to do that right now.
Okay.
6.
As you guys take a step forward, the rest of you see, like, right where they step down, Dolan, you catch yourself as Thandir takes a step right before you, and the ground collapses underneath him. And Dolan, you're able to kind of step aside. As Thandir, make me a quick, I guess. What stats do you have? What are stats, or what skills?
Not anything that would be
No, I meant, like, just trying to think off the top of my head. A quick athletics check.
okay.
Hey, before you even roll, you roll 16.
Nice.
17.
So as you fall, you're able, like, you fall in to this good sized open hole, and you're able to grab onto a tree root. As you look down and you see a pit of snakes, just so many of them, just slithering. Some of them even like kind of like striking up at your feet, but you are holding on with one hand onto this root.
Guys, help!
I'll go ahead and just like lean down and just take his hand and like try to pull him back up.
You lean down to take his hand. The other three, once again, as you're looking around, you see like and you've seen there's a lot all over the place, kind of fallen logs, and now, much like how you saw the branches start moving and you saw the roots start moving, you see about 4 of what looks like fallen logs, a good, maybe 10 feet long, 3 feet in diameter. Actual logs themselves start twisting and moving as all around you guys, these logs now reveal what they actually are, and are medium-sized giant snakes. And they're just staring at you.
I'm gonna pull out the giant finger.
I said no.
Is Brian frozen for anybody else?
No.
No, he's not frozen for me.
He's moving.
He's moving.
He's like this for me.
Oh,
How about now?
Oh, you're unfrozen now. I just couldn't take you serious like that.
So they're completely surrounded by us then?
You're surrounded by them.
I was gonna say opposite. We're surrounded by them.
Yeah, so there's
okay, yeah.
there's four of these medium-sized ones, and then you got Dolan helping Thandir out of this pit of snakes, and there's just like, you're seeing now like the ones in the trees kind of start to curl and like drop, and they're all kind of dropping out of the branches and trees. Like one falls on your shoulder, Thrallus, just like, it's just kind of like just hanging there.
I'm gonna speak that word in the cave that I tried to mock. The same sound, the f***hum or whatever the.
Fuck
What
up.
was what was the translation? Was it like follow me?
Yeah,
or...
that's it. Follow. It was follow.
Roll me a performance check while this happens.
And while I'm trying to pull Thandir up, I already have beast speech active, so I'll just hold, wait.
Cripplet says that, and both Henry and Dolan, you're like, hey, he said a word in Draconic. It works. But now, like you see all 4 of the big snakes all turn and look at you, Crimplin, and all the little snakes are now turned and looking at Dolan. As you see, 2 of the big snakes, like almost like fizzling of like a magic spell. As like the top half of the snakes reveal very similar to the lizard folks' heads, just no fins, very, very smooth, like humanoid faces with scales, a humanoid upper body, but their lower half stays the same, as all 4 of these have transformed into this semi-human, semi-snake state.
Where are they at?
Like you guys are all kind of like in the center, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4 around you. Currently, right now, none of them are holding weapons.
I'm gonna say in Draconic, do you understand me?
They kind of look at you, like they look at each other, and like in a like an even deeper voice, reply. Do any of you guys know Abyssal? You don't know what they reply. It's just a very dark sounding tone. Just
So when I realize that I don't understand that, I'll go back to beast speech and try using that to, do you understand me?
You see all the little snakes around you all kind of go. But the other ones are just staring at you guys.
Okay, then I'll just try again in common. Do you understand me?
Do you understand us?
Yes.
Sorry, I really had to draw out the S there.
Yeah, you did.
One from behind you. Why do you come to our land?
We've heard that you guys may know how to get to a temple.
Another one. Sardonis.
That's the one.
The 4th one looks at you and goes, Scales. Lizard folk. And they all kind of go, lizard folk. And just kind of stare at you specifically. No.
Like, wait, hold up. I'm just like you guys. This is actually a disguise. Watch. And I'll take my hat off, and I'll put it back on, and transform and look just like that.
So one thing about these guys, they do stand about as tall as the big,
like the 8 foot, 10 foot.
Yeah, like the like around 8 feet in height. You can tell that they're really kind of propelling themselves up with their tails and their lower torso. But you can make yourself into roughly 7 foot 6.
So I'm just younger. I haven't grown up yet.
You know, okay, hold on. So I don't know. Can you change your form to like one single snake body? It's disguise self, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think with this guy's self you'd have to have alter appearance or whatever that's called.
Well, because Bug was able to make her tail disappear.
You can seem 1 foot taller or shorter, appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has some basic arrangement of limbs. So you would still have both your feet, or both your legs.
Damn.
Oh, he would look like the enemy then.
I mean, I already
basically, like when you do
Right.
it, you look like the lizard folk, but without
But just
any skin on
smoother?
them. Which, yeah, you kind of just look like them if they had legs. And like they
Okay.
kind of like look at each other like, walkers, walker, why with man? Why with man?
They are my companions. They are. Yes, they're my slaves. They
Common, by the way, guys.
Slave.
Yeah, so they understand.
What?
Slave.
Just guys.
I'm sorry.
I didn't tell you to speak.
I ain't nobody slave.
I'm gonna slowly move my hands toward my axes after
Yeah.
hearing that comment.
Yeah. I'm gonna take one step back away from Dolan.
About slaves.
So is Dolan within this 20-foot radius? Of the other two that he's talking
We
to?
can take out all of our problems at once, guys. They go, Walker has slaves. Slaves brought back for feast. Feast with slaves.
No, they are actually here to help us fight. I think there's a tribe that you guys are fighting with.
This
We're gonna take down the walkers with you guys.
Oh,
That way you have the Temple of Sardonis to yourself.
Temple, Sardonis.
Yeah, would
They're
you say
kinda
that's
like
to the
fast
east?
Hush you.
Temple hidden. Secret temple. Sardonis does not like visitors.
How long has this conversation taken?
I mean, we've been having this conversation for a good couple of minutes.
Okay. As we're doing this, I'm casting comprehend language.
Like ritual casting it?
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
But I mean, we're speaking in common though.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, this is all
That's
in
fine.
common.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
They're bound to talk to their peers at some point.
Yeah, I'd say 10 minutes has passed probably since like you started hearing them and start passing it.
Son of a bitch. I could have had whatever serpent thing they had for my character. Henry Potter. 'Cause he could-
Oh yeah, the Harry Potter ripoff, right?
The
But
ripoff.
they go.
I'm sorry, it's the better version.
Oh yeah,
Better,
right.
better.
They go. We kill Walker. Eat slaves. Slaves look tasty. And then one goes, no, use Walker. Kill lizard people. Lizard people wrong for what they do to Yanti.
Yanti.
And these four are going to help us because they can travel like the walkers. So we're not going to eat them. Although, no. Because they're very powerful. And they can
gain powers. Yes, powers to be eaten.
It's not how that works. It's not how any of that works.
This guy wants to keep eating us. I don't like this.
If you keep acting up, I'm gonna let them eat you.
Oh, they ain't gonna eat me. But they know Yanti.
I mean, how many things have you been in mouths of? I'm just saying. They're probably gonna eat you.
Can we negotiate what we're gonna get if we kill these lizard people?
Well, yeah, if we could talk to your leader, that would be really helpful. So that way we can negotiate what we can help you guys with.
One with crown. Yes, crown. Oh,
Yeah, that one.
Crown.
Mhm.
Crown. Sardonis crown. Crown of Sardonis.
So talk to him, and we can help make a plan to take down the walkers with him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion. They're pretty focused on trying to eat you guys right now. They're thinking about it.
I'd like to see them try.
I still, Thralls, I still don't get it. We're not slaves. What is,
Not slaves. Not slaves.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his angle is with that.
I don't know. It's kind of irritating me, to be honest.
Can you guys talk a little bit quieter, please?
You are very controlling.
We don't
right now.
have fancy spells to talk to ourselves.
You can whisper.
They go, to prophet of Sardonis, we go. And they, you see them transform back into these giant snakes and just start slithering off to like the southeast. Thrallus, you still have that one little snake chilling on your shoulder. The rest of you kind of look down, and like as you've been having this conversation, like a bunch of little snakes have all just kind of been like, not like tightly, but have all kind of been constricting around your like feet and ankles. As like you just look like the ground is just covered in snakes now.
That's gross.
Are we able to start walking, or?
Yeah, I want to kick them off.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
start
you
walking.
can walk.
So like, are we able to talk amongst ourselves without like the, I guess, bigger snakes hearing us? Or
I mean, they're in front of you. They're heading to the southeast.
but like, I mean, if we were to like whisper, would we be able to have a conversation?
I don't know. Not often have you had to hide your speech from snakes.
All right, so I'm going to use awaken. I'm going to use awaken mind, and like basically tell Kremlin and Thrallus, guys, that was just a ruse. I'm just trying to get us to the leader. The second that we can get to him, we can fight him, take the crown, and hopefully become the leader of this group.
Nah.
Don't do it again.
Understood.
Still don't like this.
How's we going to find the leader?
Maybe we can get locked up in those chains again together.
Ooh, that sounds like a great time.
I'm gonna start talking in Elvish here, and we can get a crown and maybe still get to go to the temple.
Oh, I definitely looking forward to that crown. We just need to know where this temple is. I don't give a shit about their fight.
So you guys are kind of following for a little bit, having these little side conversations, talking shit about the snakes and the lizard people, and you start moving. I'm gonna clarify this: it's not a temple, but you do see some just like general ruins, just like some kind of collapsed rock. Like versus the other one was very natural and built into the walls. This one's very not natural, but like moss, snakes all over the place. But you're noticing as you walk through a bunch of like the big medium snakes, but as you're walking by, once again they're shape shifting, and some look just like the ones that are in front of you, the human upper half with the snake lower half. Some look completely human, skin, fingers, everything from the neck down, but from the neck up, from the head up, neck up, whatever the head is, a snake head. Some are any weird kind of mix in between of various human to snake ratios. As you kind of go through and go up on this one kind of what looks kind of like a throne, but it's very crudely made. There on the throne sits this prophet of Sardonis that they talk of, and it's human from the waist down. The body, chest looks very much like the lizard people, but his arms are two long snakes. His arms have snake heads on them, and then his head and neck are kind of elongated, and has a very a snake front, and kind of like a hood, like on like a like a cobra. And sitting on top is this makeshift crown. It looks almost like it's ivory, something very hard. It does not look metal, with just some kind of natural jewels and baubles on it. I've actually never seen Full Metal Alchemist, so I don't know. He looks at you, and the other four transform, and they all kind of like kneel down, but they just kind of bend their body, kind of like a knee, because they don't have knees. And this guy's standing there, and he goes, "More meat for the slaughter."
Is that
And
in
they
common?
go, "Yeah, in common."
Yeah, no.
No, we actually want to help you take down the landwalkers.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
like,
not fighting.
he like looks at you and he goes, "Why?" Oh, he's very raspy. "Why?"
Why not?
"What's in it for you?"
We need a temple.
"Sardonis." And you see like his like weird snake arms, like
Used cars here.
Wacky willing to play the Alarm Flailing Tube Man. Wacky willing to play the Alarm Flailing Tube Man.
If you guys haven't looked at the Discord message, I totally
Yeah,
forgot. Okay.
I saw that, and it just ruined the seriousness and the scariness of this guy. But that's fine. That's this. But he just goes, "Sardonis, why?"
And then I'll pull out my relic and like I'm looking for wherever this came from.
Pass a trial. Kill the mystic. Bring me her head. We take you to temple. They all just mystic. You kind of hear it all just like echoing.
Do you know? I'm gonna murder his name. Goulash.
Gosh.
Goulash.
Garage, whatever his name is.
Garage.
Garage.
When you're saying the name, it doesn't really spark a light. No. Bring Mystic's head. We grant you access to the Temple of Sardonis.
Can we just go now?
Wait, so you want us to cut the head off a cock?
Don't know what cock is. Motherfuckers. And that's a good spot to end for the night.
I just can't. Okay.
This has been like I planned this to be like, oh, this is gonna be such a serious one. It's gonna be serious. It's gonna be scary, and people might die, and who knows where they're gonna go or which route they're gonna choose. Nope, fucking cock. I had to call her cock. Beautiful.
Hey, I thought Crimpler was gonna end up getting us into combat as soon as we woke up.
I mean, there's a potential every time.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be great.
See, I could have been I know a lot. Did you kill the stream? Okay. No, like there's a lot of times like